poppin', y'all? I go by the name of SparX, and you are now tuned in to the motherfucking Overgrind show. I'm here with my co-host as usual.
Yo, it's Saynt Blues. This is episode 39.
Yeah, find us on all social media, y'all.
All social media at the Overgrind Show, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Audio Mac, Facebook,
All that
everywhere.
Shit. All that shit. First and foremost, go the Overgrind show. Pardon me, y'all. Busy day. The Overgrind show is now on Perfect Mess Productions. So if you're tuning into this, make sure you subscribe below. It's a new page. A lot of people just click. They don't know what page they on. They just click for the content. So make sure y'all go on there and make sure y'all subscribe to the new page. And this is where you'll get the new content. If you scroll down further or look in different playlists, you'll see other things from Perfect Mess Productions. We just felt it'd be a better idea to put it all in one place instead of having multiple pages and having people subscribe to each. So, welcome. This is our first show on a new channel. If we had a sound drop of applause, I'd hit the clap button right now.
Claps, claps, claps.
How was your week, young man?
It was lame. It was boring. I work too much.
There's no such thing, man. You got to make money, right?
Nah.
Nah, not at all.
Fuck that. Fuck making money. Fuck being part of the system.
So you want to go ahead and recap the last... Oh, yo. I just want to apologize to everybody at the last event. Man, I was that guy, okay? At one point in the battles, during the event, I thought it was going to start on time because a lot of the Art of War events been starting on time lately. This was not the case. The rain apparently threw everybody off, and it started like 2 hours later. By that time, I was completely lit, and at one point, I was walking around with two different beers in my hand. I'm pretty sure one was a High Life, the other one was a Bud Light, and then I had a mixed drink in my hand and a bottle of vodka in my hand. So I'm walking around with 4 items of alcohol in my hand at once, getting faded as fuck. So by the time the battle started, I was already out of there. I don't know. It was a mess. So to those of you who are offended, pardon me. To those of you got a laugh out of that shit, enjoy, man. I was out there.
It's gonna happen again. Don't worry. So we recapping that event?
Yeah, let's recap that.
Premeditated murder. This was 2 Saturdays ago. We had Bobo versus Bobby Pesos. Ira versus D Nice.
Dolce versus Illa.
That's dropping tomorrow.
Word.
This is Saturday the 28th. If y'all tuned in, and G Gray versus motherfucking Uzi.
Actually, this will be out on Monday,
assassin.
so it came out yesterday, y'all.
Oh yeah.
G Gray versus Uzi the Assassin. So, go ahead, you. Man, I only really remember G Gray, Ira's battle, parts of Dolce, and I was in and out of life. I saw myself on live, so I was there.
I believe the first battle was Ira and D Nice. Ira clearly.
Yeah.
Wasn't even close.
Yeah, D Nice was super light. And he was making those faces like getting mad when Ira was rapping, like if we was gassing him up. Yeah, that might have been gas because he in his home. This ALW is his home. But without the gas, niggas could have not reacted to nothing. And that D Nice, he was not that nice. D was not that nice.
That was an off night for him.
He was just rapping to me,
It wasn't nothing for the crowd to get too excited about. The overall battle was, a lot of people told me it was like underwhelming. I mean, Ira did have the bars, but it was like the energy from the battle was lacking, and it might have been on account of starting late.
I know. I kept trying to geek Ira up. I'm grabbing him, trying to get his head in the game, man. I wanted him to go crazy on him. Like, that's what I wanted to see back from Ira, and that's. Man, pardon me, Ira, for being such an asshole in your battle, but I wanted you to go crazy. And I'm not saying you didn't do good. You won the battle, obviously, but I expected a lot more You know what I'm saying? In terms of, you put this battle up there with the Coogee battle. You said I could expect the irate at battle Coogee. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see that irate tonight or that night.
Nah, it was the bars was there. The energy was just lacking. It was, I don't know, because he actually got here on time. I don't know if it was like the 2 hour wait that kind of like drained it out of him.
Yeah.
Wasn't that excited anymore, or just going first, but he won. But it's still, it'll probably look good on cam, but in the room, the energy was kind of flat.
Yeah.
The next battle was
G Gray was next?
I think so. Yeah, he was, because the other two weren't there yet. It was G Gray and Uzi. And that was easily battle of the night.
Uzi was alright.
Uzi was good. That was good Uzi. It was a good G Gray. Let me see. Cause I haven't watched the actual footage yet.
You don't know how to call it.
I think I had a 2-1 G Gray in the room.
Okay.
A lot of people saying Uzi. We gonna find out on cam. G Gray had a lot of bars that was like, it wasn't exactly hitting in the room and shit. Cause I don't think I think some of the shit was going over their heads because motherfuckers just didn't wasn't catching some of the shit he was saying.
Yeah.
Uzi, he had a lot of he had some hard punches and it was like real direct. You know, in the room it was clicking and shit.
Yeah.
So he probably got it in the room. It might be different on cam.
Oh, okay.
Or it might be G Gray losing on cam.
On to the Dolce. Yo, Illa, my bad, bro. At one point in the battle, I seen on the live video. Yo! I seen on the live video that I yelled roadblock in Illa's round. Did not mean it. I thought your round was over. I was coming from upstairs. I think I was pouring something else. And it was like a pause in there, and I just kind of yelled roadblock. My bad, Illa. Did not mean to do that, bro. My bad. Roadblock. How you got that? How you got that one going?
I don't know. I gotta watch that again on cam.
So it's safe to assume we have to watch all the battles again.
No, that was a one round, and they both went hard in that one round. So I gotta I gotta watch it again and shit.
As far
I wasn't even sure who I had winning even when I was right there. But drop it tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it twice.
Okay.
Decide a winner.
Bobo and Pesos.
Bobo and that battle gave me a headache.
Why that? I didn't see that battle at all. I don't think. Or I probably
missed it.
Okay.
That was a one round. Pretty sure Bobo went first. If you didn't choke, I think you choked. But you were just it was lazy. I think he freestyled the whole thing. And he was just coming off a battle, Go Hard or Go Home or Heat Rock, where he didn't do so good against Larry Bull. Matter of fact,
stop taking so many battles
against Larry Bull, where you didn't do so good. So I thought it was gonna be coming back, same city and shit. Thought she was gonna be on point this time. It was not the case. Bobby Pesos, he won, but it was underwhelming for him too. I thought he was gonna do better. He did choke that I can clearly remember, but he got it back and he still got through his round. But overall, it was a one rounder.
Not even worth it.
But Pesos got it though.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. We gotta have a better event to bounce back from that. Yeah or no?
Yeah.
All right.
We got some coming up. I'm working on something for December 16th. I ain't gonna say too much about it though. We got too many leagues in Milwaukee. I can't be saying announcing everything.
Yeah, I'll leave it under wraps. As a matter of fact, there's a battle going on tonight. It's a go hard or go home.
Yep. Oh, as a matter of fact, it's finishing right now. I've been checking out the lives from everybody. It was Fright Night.
Our on the scene correspondent G Gray. He's supposed to be here, but he's at the event. So catch him probably on the next show unless he comes a little later. I don't know if he thinks that we're gonna start late or what the situation was, but
he was staying. As in rap battle tradition, he didn't start on time. At the time I just saw the last live though. They said the only battle they was waiting on was GA because he showed up late.
And who was GA battling? Shadow?
Yes, Shadow. Shadow Serious.
I look forward to seeing more of Shadow. I like what he has to bring to the table. Other battles we've seen, QPs versus the NWX. What do you think about that battle?
QP versus. That was
Black Ice battle. Shout out to Black Ice Cartel. That shit was a fire battle. We got QP and QP, Quantum Physics and Clean Paper. For those of you who don't know, versus K-Shine and DNA, NWX members. I got 2-1. Yikes.
QPs. I don't just say QPs.
I was actually leaning towards the same way. The first round, going into the first round, I got the QPs winning. That shit was a hard ass round. I loved it. It was dope to see them both work together, and they both bring a different dynamic. Going into the second round, I had them giving a lackluster round. It was the performance was slow motion.
No energy. It was a short round. If it wasn't short, it seemed short as fuck.
So safe to say they clearly lost the second.
They clearly lost the second. You can't make an argument for the second round. They lost that.
So going into the third, I got it 1-1. You the same way? Leaning 1-1? Okay. So going into the second, we got 1-1. Well, obviously, if they lost the second. And then I think there was a lot of things that were missed by the QPs. That was not caught by the crowd. The crowd didn't react to a lot of stuff.
The Def Squad, Eric Sermon, Redman. A lot of y'all, it was a lot younger crowd. You're in the younger crowd. It was before your time. It was, 90s? Late 90s?
Oh, yeah.
Like, they don't know about Death Squad, but that whole last scheme he finished with, that was actually fire and shit, if you know what he was talking about.
And then, yeah, that's wild. And then, look, the motherfucker spinning. Yo! And then, Clean with the red bottom.
The red bottom
finish. Oh my God, that shit was hard.
Earlier in the round of Clean, like if it's a problem, say it then. Like if it ain't a problem, I'll make one. I don't even scream Black Lives Matter because I'll take one. Something like that.
Yeah, that shit was hard. It was
fire though. You gotta watch it.
That was the third?
That was in the third round.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna have to go with the QPs 2-1. Great job by NWX though. You know, they did what they usually do. But I would like to see the QPs going against gun titles. I think that'd be fire. I think that'd be crazy. Charlie Clips versus Chilla.
Oh, well, that was fire. That was for those who wasn't keeping up with the story because it wasn't really a big thing around it last. They battled I want to say 3, maybe 4 years ago.
It was a while ago.
But Charlie Clips, he was he mentioned about he was sick, strep throat, so they ended up not putting the battle out. I don't know what took the rematch so long or the rescheduling of it so long. This was one of the best Chillas you've seen in a while. This was a focused Charlie Clips.
Yeah.
This wasn't lackluster Clips.
I would say Clips. I'm just gonna throw it out there and give it the Clips.
I'm gonna give it the Clips too.
I'm not calling any rounds. I don't
know. We definitely got the third clearly because Chilla had he choked and he kind of tried to freestyle, and then went right back to where he picked it right back up from where he choked at. And it was just like you kind of killed yourself with the freestyle because you kind of took it off in one direction and tried to bring it back. And it was like,
Yeah, so
it was still a good round, but you needed it to be flawless to beat Clips.
All right, Bankhead versus Q-Pocalypse.
Oh, Bankhead body.
Yeah.
That was not the Q-Pac I seen versus Showstopper. That wasn't the Q-Pac I seen versus. It was another recent battle he had. That wasn't Q-Pac at his best or even like a good Q-Pac.
And you know what? Somebody said on the stat about oh, did you write back?
I'll be right back.
Fucking somebody said on the stat that they're disappointed in Q-Pac and Bankhead was super light. Be that as it may, that might not have been the toughest Bankhead. We haven't seen Bankhead in a while. He's been locked up. He came fresh out the box and took that battle. He came fresh out, still beat Q-Pac, my bad, Q-Pac, still beat Q-Pac, which shouldn't have happened on Q-Pac's half. If he was that much better, then he should have proven it that night. And, regardless of what niggas say, he wasn't that fire, he wasn't that this and that. Granted, he did have a lot of repetitive type flows in that. It was enough to win. I mean, what I was saying was niggas was giving Bankhead shit because it wasn't that hard and all that. But it doesn't matter if it was that. It was enough to win. He won, right?
He did enough to win.
A lot of the bars was kind of repetitive as far as what he was talking about, and you kind of knew the direction he was going and shit. But regardless, bro, a win is a win, and Q-Pac that night did not bring enough to win. So at the end of the day, light or not, he won, and he shouldn't have won. He's been in the box this whole time, man. You've been out battling and shit, sharpening your sword, so no excuse. Any other battles? I don't think there's anything worth mentioning.
This week, did we talk about the Chef Trez versus Rum Nitty?
Nope, we did not. I got Nitty winning. Chef Trez, nice try. Wasn't enough that third round when he slipped up. I think that's what ultimately tipped the scale for me. Stop doing 3 of them things. You done with the 3 of them things, dog. Give it up.
You don't have to do it every time.
Just give a solid round. I think what you needed at that battle was a flawless 3 rounds, and those 3 of them things is what slowed your round down. Had you got straight into the battle, into the bars, you probably would have had a better chance at winning. It would have been more debatable.
Why you always get them niggas on their comeback, man?
So yeah, I got that there. I'm upset at the Cortez versus Head Ice. I mean,
decision.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that Cortez was robbed. He's supposed to win the chain. I didn't actually see the battle myself. Probably by the next podcast we'll have a better insight at it. But yeah, apparently Cortez lost when it came to the judges. One thing I will say is what I heard Cortez do is something that I hate when people do. I don't know how he did it, which way he went about it, but he talked to the crowd and he was basically talking to him and shit. I think in a title match you gotta bite a nigga head off. You ain't really got time to talk. The same reason why I gave Tay-Rock the battle over Hollow. To me, I felt like Hollow was cooking, but that third round he threw it away, talked to the crowd, really wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Just like Shotty versus Clips, his last battle. Granted, what he was talking about was super fire. He was talking to the crowd and it hit. You know what I'm saying? Everything he was saying was hard, but you're not battling your opponent at that point. So when it comes to a battle that's that big, I feel like you're wasting a round. So to me, you may have been robbed, and I still feel like Cortez could beat Head Ice on any day, but you just gotta stop. Niggas gotta stop taking their feet off people's neck.
Second time.
Yeah. So. Let's get off of battles for a second. Any albums you heard this week?
I still have not got that division, man.
The division is called Morning After. OVO is killing it right now. Division is so fire. Now, I've heard that album like 18 times already. That shit is so hard. Like, I love it. Check that out. Make sure y'all check that out. It's called Morning After Division. DVSN, for those of you who don't know how to spell division. 2 super talented gentlemen. OVO camp. The Her album. Have you checked that out yet?
I have not.
That's another fire. Her H.E.R. Her album is fire. Future, super slimy.
I don't want to check
Super garbage. Super garbage.
Future, X, Young Thug.
It's just it's Future and Young Thug. It's called Super Slimy. To me, it's trash. At this point, I'm over the vibe music. Future's been in the game too long to keep making vibe music after vibe music. It's cool. You drink, you smoke, you get the vibes. You know what I'm saying? But man, I want to get more in depth. I want to hear more shit from you, and that's not what I'm getting. I'm not getting.
That's all you got to give you, bro.
Yeah, I'm not getting what I want out of music. And I will say this: I feel like Future or Young Thug outshined him on that album.
Think so?
I feel that way. I feel like that young boy was going in for the most part over Future. That is, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say he's my top nigga, but you know, he was cooking.
Might be a Young Thug fan.
Offset put on a great verse. You know, people was talking about him being a commodity of rap because of it. I doubt that, but you know, good verse. Devon Terrell, Crazy Nights. Have you heard it yet?
I didn't know he dropped anything.
Crazy Nights, fire. Check it out. I played the video that day before the battles. The one Temperature.
Temperature. I know it was from an album though.
Yeah.
Cause he always dropping music. I'm not sure if he's just putting something out or if it's an album or nothing.
Yeah, that was on the album. Super dope. I will say this: to me, is not as good as Renaissance.
It's not.
Renaissance was a classic to me. That shit was 5 stars. That was a great listen. Party Next Door. 7 days. It's called 7 days. The album title might be fitting because that shit was weak.
Bars.
That shit was weak. I don't know, man. It just seems like a bunch of songs just thrown together. It didn't have the feel of an album to me. There's a dope ass song with Halsey on there. I've been fucking with Halsey since. There was one song that I liked before the song I'm gonna mention, but I can't remember what it was called. But she had a song on her Justin Bieber album that was super dope. It's my favorite album on there, and that ended up being the case on this Party Next Door. There's a song with Halsey, and it was super fire. The rest of the songs had a song with Rick Ross, a few songs. It wasn't worth listening to again. Majid Jordan, we're gonna keep it OVO. Majid Jordan, he got a single out called Body Talk. That shit is fire. It's a little up-tempo club joint. You know, that shit was fire. Definitely worth a listen. And I will, what else I listen to? Ty Dolla $ign, Beach Party 3. It's called Beach House 3.
Beach House 3.
That shit is hard, start to finish. Dope ass album, dope. Yellow Wolf just came out yesterday. I give that a 3 out of 5. Mainly because it's not my cup of tea per se. Like it's, you know, it's that redneck shit. You know what I'm saying? But he was talking about a bunch of hillbilly shit.
Cause he
Whiskey and Jim Beam and moonshine and like, you know, it's cool, but it's not my cup of tea. But I will say Yellow Wolf does bring bars no matter what. You know what I'm saying? The production was good. And then he had a song on there called Sabrina about his daughter dying, and that was fucking crazy. That song, man, I listened to that shit like 3 times in a row. That shit gave me goosebumps and all that shit. So Yellow Wolf, it was worth a listen. I give it a high side of a 3, maybe even a 4. I would have to listen to it when I'm not at work. I was at work listening to it, but working on the Yo Gotti album right now. I'm about halfway through. So far, it's pretty good. I like it so far. I've never listened to a Yo Gotti album. Yeah. So it's my first time listening to Yo Gotti. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, check him out more, man. Dope.
What do we think about this Chris Brown? 45 songs.
45 tracks.
45 songs.
Well, that's all he does now. That nigga, he don't be in trouble no more. He don't got no beefs no more. He just be chilling.
And he did the mixtape Before the Party that came out before Royalty. Yeah. And that had like mad songs on there. And it was good, but it was a rollout to the bigger thing to come.
Yeah.
So now to have the actual project as this huge body of work, you think it's going to be as successful?
I do.
Because Royalty had like 4 songs on the chart.
I think he could do that again. But keeping in mind with these 45 tracks, is a few tracks that you've heard already that like already been released. It's not 45 unheard tracks. It's a lot of unheard tracks, but some of the songs are songs.
Where have we heard these songs? I have not heard any new. Have you heard any new Chris Brown lately? I have not heard any new Chris Brown. Where have we heard these alleged?
It was in the interview. He was like, there's a few songs that we heard already. I'm not sure if they on YouTube or just streaming somewhere, but there's a few songs that we've already heard.
Yeah.
Or it might be, some of the songs that he was just featured on.
Maybe played in like New York clubs or some clubs in LA or something.
Or it might just be like some features or something.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about people. Chris Brown except for
he's been doing shit though.
His documentary and the situation about him and Rihanna. He spoke on that and made up like a book and shit. And then he did a bunch of interviews last week. All roll out to his album
except for the Breakfast Club.
Except for the Breakfast Club, which he ducked that
was
shit.
Upset about that.
Fuck, I actually really would have preferred that over all the other interviews because I feel like Charlamagne would have got to the bottom of everything, and that would have been better for his rollout. Because it doesn't even matter if that interview went bad, it would have been better for his rollout. Imagine if Birdman dropped a mixtape after that, put some respect on my name.
He actually did drop a track and it did really well.
My point exactly. I rest my case.
Called Respect.
I rest my case. I know this is old news. A lot of people might not be in tune to media as I am, so they probably didn't hear this. There's cheerleaders. They were on IG saying, fuck niggers, fuck niggers. A bunch of them. It's like 4 of them. But fuck niggers, right? So they said Sergen cuff backwards. And that's what it came. They said Sergen cuff. And they played it backwards, and that's what it came out to be. So they're in the car saying Sergen cuff, Sergen cuff, Sergen cuff, passing the phone around. And it's innocent. They didn't mean nothing by it. The tape leaked. Now, what do you think their punishment should be? Because their punishment right now is ranging from counseling to expulsion.
Expulsion? You talking college or high school?
High school cheerleaders.
I can get to another high school. I'm not sure because
I know.
Is that what you really were doing?
Wait,
where were they at doing it?
Can't remember. Fuck, I wish I would have got that piece of information. But
it depends on where they were at doing it too.
Regardless. No, fuck that. There's no excuse to be racist. There's no excuse,
but it's still gonna happen,
bro. So, and they feel like they should get a free pass because they didn't say fuck niggers. They said they put it in backwards. Cuff, Sergen cuff. So you didn't know that playing Sergen cuff backwards was fuck niggers with a hard ER at the end? Come on, get the fuck out of here.
That's ridiculous.
That's
they should be punished, but
alternative school.
Expulsion.
Put them,
expulsion.
Yeah, get them the fuck out of here. Get no cheerleading for you no more. You out of there. If you had college plans of cheerleading, get that the fuck out of here.
They're the fuck nigga girls now. It's like,
yeah, you out of there. We not looking for the next Tommy Lauren. We're good.
Man, how did tape even leak? Like,
another thing.
I gotta look into it now.
You don't fucking just leak a tape. No, hell no.
Tapes don't leak. Especially tapes like that.
Shia LaBeouf, he gets probation for that.
For what?
When he was wilding out at the market, asking for a cigarette, and then the dude didn't give him a cigarette. They got into it, and then he started yelling at the cop.
Oh.
He was like, your president doesn't give a fuck about you. he was like, I got more $1 million lawyers than you can, some shit. He was like, I'm about that life. What? He was going crazy. Shia LaBeouf, man, you need to get back on Transformers because obviously since you left, life has not been the same for you, young man. They gave him anger management, 1 year probation, $2,600 in fines, and alcohol evaluation classes. Do you feel
drunk?
like he was super drunk? He was super drunk.
He could have just been wilding out. He might have been on cocaine or something.
No, he was drunk. I will play the video back, but Do you think that is enough for that? He was going crazy on the cop, bro. Like he was.
It doesn't matter. White people are always going crazy on cops. I see videos of white people going crazy on cops, and he was just talking. It wasn't like he attacked or assaulted anybody. If he's just talking crazy, it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
motherfuckers out here talking crazy to cops all the time. I'm seeing motherfuckers attacking cops, fighting back, wrestling with them and shit. He just talking crazy. Everybody talks crazy when they getting arrested. Even black people. Once you got the handcuffs on, you can talk crazy.
But they gonna give black people more time.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be worse.
Keep that energy.
But then he's a celebrity too. You get a little difference of rules for celebrities and shit.
Yeah, I guess.
Because he has $1 million lawyers.
Yeah, I mean, he gonna take care of that shit. He gonna knock that out. Stranger Things. Have you seen Stranger Things yet?
I have not watched it.
Have you seen Stranger Things yet?
Nobody Netflix is no more.
What I need y'all to do is go watch Stranger Things immediately after this podcast. That shit is fire. I finished season 1. Season 2 came out yesterday, which will be 2 days ago for y'all watching this. Yeah, I like it. The next season, I was told it doesn't have many more episodes than the first season. The first season was only 8, which I understand is the pilot, you know. But then I would expect the second to have like 14, 15 at least. I was told it only has 9.
Give an overview.
My boy Fidel told me about it. Overview. It's about a kid. It's a small town, and these 4 friends. You know, they like to play board games. They're like the misfits of the town. You know, they got the bullies and all that stuff. You know, the outcasts, and you know they playing a board game. Then they all going home in the nighttime. They part ways. One of them gets in his house. There's a monster coming. You hear the noises and stuff, so he runs and hides. Boom! All of a sudden, he's kidnapped. Now they're trying to get to the bottom of it. You know, how did he disappear? What happened? Everybody thinks he's dead. They have a fake funeral for him and everything.
That's enough.
Mom's not having that shit. She don't believe that that he's dead. So she tries to get to the bottom of it, as do the friends. Watch it. It's a great show. Season 2 is out now. I'm about to start watching it probably tomorrow. Enjoy that shit, you guys. Stranger Things. But let's get into the darker side of the news. The brother of this kidnapped kid was on his way from London to U.S. For the premiere of Stranger Things 2, where he got caught with cocaine. The sniffing dogs sniffed out the cocaine. It was small traces. It's alleged. But he got caught with some coke. He didn't make it to the event. How do we feel about this dude traveling?
With cocaine.
Big star traveling from London to U.S. with cocaine.
I actually have no qualms about that.
I think that was fucking idiotic.
That was stupid, yeah, but
You're going to a movie, a big show, a huge show premiere. Mm-hmm. You think there's not going to be coke at that party?
He's coming from another country. He doesn't want to deal with motherfucking American drugs.
The kids on the show are doing coke at that party.
So? You know kitty drugs?
He trying to bring his own shit. Like, yo, I got my own. Got that London shit, yo. Y'all got to try this. Like,
maybe he's trying to motherfucking get his bags off too, man.
What I feel happened, because they didn't go into details, what I feel happened was that he had some residue in his bag still. Maybe it could have been like in his pants. Because they said like trace amounts. It was just amounts. Like they didn't say like
on him?
In his luggage.
This nigga did lines in the bathroom. I don't know.
Yeah, he could have did some before he left and put his shit away. And still, the dog sniffed that shit out. They sniffing all that shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
They sniffing all that. So that's what I feel like happened. And that's why he didn't go to jail. He didn't go to any, I don't think he had jail time or any fines. I think they just held him up and, you know, he ended up missing the flight and stuff like that. So for that to happen, I feel like it wasn't enough.
It's in the UK. They got different rules over there.
Mm.
Coke with your tea and shit.
Somebody Google London cocaine laws and comment below. Let me know what the cocaine laws are out there, because I don't know, man. I feel like it wasn't enough, man, because niggas is getting locked up out here for weed, little sacks.
This is America. They trying to get us any way they can.
My man's got 18 months of probation and 7 days of work release for a little bit of weed, man, and he wasn't even the one with it. He was driver. So, man, I don't
It
know.
shows you how America is different from other places, man.
Yeah. They could have just extorted him, like, yo, we found some coke, hit us with a couple stacks, you go on your way. I'd be like, yeah, all right, brother, I'm out of here. Anything else you wanna cover?
Let me think. I should have brought my notes.
You have no notes. You got them upstairs. Go get them. Nope.
I ain't got them upstairs.
You don't want to. All right. So
Fuck you.
he wants to bring these notes that he never created. So that's cool. Bring imaginary notes. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. How do we feel about that song? They finally got on the song together. Nicki's the queen of hip hop at this point, and Cardi B is the newcomer, the underdog, the challenger, and I think that song was garbage.
I like it was alright for what it was. I mainly listened just to hear their verses because I kind of figured they was going back and forth at each other. The song is Motorsport, Migos featuring Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Cardi B, Trap Selena.
Cardi B did go off. You know what? Actually, both of them did go off.
They did.
Their verses was fire. I just don't think that would have been the song that I would have selected for them to finally get on a song together. You wait all this time for these two people to get on a song together, and this is what the fuck we get? Like, the Migos shouldn't have been featured on it, okay?
Wait. What were you expecting?
I was expecting the Migos to stick to a fucking hook, a party hook, and then these two girls just go fucking nuts. That's not what I got. I had to listen to Offset, Takeoff, Quavo. I don't know which one is which. I haven't familiarized their voices with their faces. And then we get into a dope-ass Cardi B. We get into a dope-ass Nicki Minaj. And then it goes back into another Migo. And the song is like 5 minutes long. It didn't have to be. It could have been 3 minutes. It could have been a hook, Cardi B, hook, Nicki, hook, some breakdown. And they could have fucking finished the song. It was not what I expected. It was not what I wanted to hear from them. Have you heard this song? No? It's all right. But it's not.
Who do you think had the harder verse between Cardi and Nicki, though? That's the main thing we listened to the song for anyway, because we knew there was going to be sort of little subliminal shots. Nicki's were very apparent.
You know what? I hate that I got to be the one who's pitting women against each other, man. I want to say, can't we all just get along?
Nicki's doing this.
But yeah, Nicki is doing that to herself.
Nobody else is doing that.
You know, she keeps mentioning her accolades and, oh, y'all forgot about me. Forgetting that the world of hip-hop is fickle and it ages very quickly. You could have been gone for 3 months and niggas feel like you've been gone all year. With that being said, we haven't seen Nicki on the scene much. She did that Rake It Up. That shit was dope to me. People said it was her hardest verse in a long time. But, you know, as far as pushing around the accolades and what she's done, you got to stay active to remain relevant. And that's just the way the world works. People will forget about you. You're just a flash in the pan, according to the way the hip-hop works. Artists popping up everywhere. And with the way the streaming works and all this independent artist shit, they're going to keep popping up. So you have to stay in the spotlight to remain relevant. That goes to you and A$AP Rocky. But as far as the verses go, I got... I want to say I'm feeling Cardi's verse more, just because she's the underdog and she spit. But Nicki was going hard too. It's just that her mentioning her accolades threw me off. And I was like, yeah.
Because she tried to make it. I do got Cardi's verse being a harder verse, because she more just rapped.
Yeah.
Nicki kind of like wanted to take shots, and she did go hard, but it didn't just start off hard, and then she was spitting, and then she had like a little dry spot right before she got back to spitting.
Yeah.
Like Cardi's was more clean the whole way through. So
and also, Nicki has had super hard verses. Okay, we've had
Yeah, had some hard verses. I don't know. If
Never? Monster, Roman's Revenge? Like, never? Nicki Minaj don't have hard verses?
She has hard, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Super hard. Though.
That's what I'm saying. So you want to defend these accolades.
No,
I expect you to go fucking nuts. That's like GE versus Coogee battle. That's the prime example. GE versus Coogee battle.
Why is that an example?
They was both going hard,
Yeah.
but you give it to Coogee because you expect the OG to spank him around.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this wasn't like, they were both featuring
Fuck
on
that.
somebody else's track.
Fuck that.
This
I'm in
is
the lab. I don't even care if we make a song after this podcast. Nigga, I am killing your shit. Facts, bro. That's the goal, to take you out, even if we working on it together. My goal is to go hard because it's gonna make you be that much better. Man, we needed a renegade out of these two women. We needed an M and J. We needed renegade. Segue into M. Eminem's album's coming soon. Are we looking forward to that?
No.
Me either.
Just because it's he's at this point, this won't make sense to people. He's done being M. Like anything he puts out now, he's rapping because he wants to now. He doesn't need to make an album. You can't argue with me. He doesn't need to make an album.
He doesn't. Does
Like,
not.
no fan. I don't care if you're a fan or not. You don't need to argue that.
And he lost all the Trump fans. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying.
But like
The M we all know and love and fell in love with is not there anymore. He's not killing his mom. He's
not on drugs anymore. He's not depressed about anything. For the most part, he's been chilling and just living his life.
And that's not to say that's a bad thing,
That's
because
not.
it's good to get yourself together. But at this point, the M that we love is not that same M that you've become. I think you just should stick to being a mogul. I think that's what you're saying. Being more of an entrepreneur, a bigger person, a mentor to these niggas instead of dropping albums. Like, you don't need an album.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. But if he does happen to drop some fire, I would love that too. But it's like, you don't have to, so it's probably not. And he's like, at this point, like, he has so much money, he's probably in total control of his creative process. Like, nobody's going to make him do anything.
And his last album was super hard. Like, we could have left it at that.
Marshall Mathers too?
Yeah, I think he broke like the Beatles record. It was like 5-6 songs on the charts at once.
And that's another one where he was in the same space where he didn't have to do it, and he just happened to come with something super hard. He might do the same thing again.
You think that was his 444?
That could have been.
That could have been.
We might be about to get his 444. Maybe because he does look up to Jay. He says that a bunch of times. Like, maybe, something recent could have just sparked him, and we could be in for some unexpected heat.
Could it be that all the artists that he's signing never make it to be successful? He's just like, look, man, I got to show y'all niggas how it's done.
It could be. I don't know. It might.
I think 50
might be
is his biggest act, and 50 brought his own team with him. But as far as everybody else, D12 saw slight attention.
That could be like his underlying curse, though.
Obi Trice, slight attention. Yeah, I mean, granted, Obi Trice was crazy dope. I love Obi Trice. Cheers was phenomenal, but they never get the love they deserve. The Re-Up album, fell by the wayside.
Stat Quo was with
Stat Quo, prime example. Interscope, Shady Records, Slaughterhouse.
They kind of got their shine, but they did and didn't. It was weird. Like, motherfuckers knew, but they didn't get that. For what they was, it was supposed to be like a super group, and it's like, it seems like they never reached that level.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be like a, kind of like a throwback to like the old school, like, groups with the spitters, kind of like a Wu-Tang, kind of.
And the fucked up part about it is those are 4 of the hardest artists ever. Like, ever. Like, to me, my personal opinion, I feel like Royce the 5'9" is a better rapper than Eminem. And Joe Budden helped me through so many tough times with the mood music, and that's the only nigga that I know is that's as depressed as me. Like, that nigga is a fucking ticking time bomb, and that's the same way I go about my life. Like, my shit is a wreck, and like I listen to him to help me get through a lot of tough times. Joel Ortiz, he Puerto Rican, I'm Puerto Rican, so I can relate to the kid. Yawa, he spit crazy, he getting on for the Ricans. Then you got Crooked Eye, and he's fucking versatile as shit. That dude could do anything. And
you got all these motherfuckers, all these 4 motherfuckers they was already popping by themselves. You put them together, and you think it's like, okay, we gonna have something. It's like you put all the ingredients there. You put fucking coal, sticks. You had the flint, but you never got that spark for the fire. And it's kind of weird that it never took off like how a lot of people expected it to.
You know what? At this point, I feel like it's because, I don't know. They did have some hits. They had the one. That was hard. They had Whack MCs. That played in a few spots. I feel like they should have tried to do what Joe Budden did on his No Love Lost. You know, he worked with a lot of different artists. That whole album was full of features, from Kurt Cobain's to French to Wiz. He had mad features.
And that was a thing too. Should they have gone more feature heavy?
Yeah.
Should it be a little more pop?
More industry.
More industry? More mainstream?
Yeah, I think they should have. You know, got whoever was dope at the time, get on the hook. And, you know, I think that would have helped. But at the same time, you risk losing core fans.
Yeah.
So that's a problem that you run into. And it's just hard finding that middle ground, because I think Joe Budden found it perfectly on No Love Lost, but a lot of his core fans hated it. He had that song with fucking Tank, Lil Wayne and Fab. That shit was super fucking hard. I just heard that shit last week. Like, that shit is hard. And, you know, he still doesn't get the recognition. So I think maybe it's just hard for people who've been underground that long to break out.
Yeah.
But it's tough to call. I feel like I would have loved to hear them with somebody newer. Me personally, they don't have to sell out because the bars is still gonna be there. What else we got? Any events coming up?
There's always an event coming up. Universal Bars has an event coming November 5th.
Okay.
So that is next weekend.
All right, Black Ice. Oh, actually, here goes. Oh no, that's something else. I thought I saw something. Black Ice has an event coming up.
Do they? Didn't they just do one?
No, they got the
that was a while ago. Never mind. They got
with the Bricks versus Bankhead. Yep.
Motherfucking 100K versus Big Cannon. When is this?
That is, I want to say next month on the 25th.
On the 25th. Whoa, is it 25th?
I believe so.
I think somebody else.
Oh, here it goes. Got it. Pulled it up quick enough. Saturday, November 25th, Hunger Games by Black Ice. Black Ice presents Syndicate Cartel Hunger Games. Saturday, November 25th. We got Big Cannon versus 100K. Bankhead versus Bricks Belvedere. GA versus W Dub. Lexi versus Toots. Doug Zample versus Mr. 16. Show versus Streets. Depp versus Ill Lyric. Oh shit, Depp is back. Akirion versus Steezy. BMB Mike G versus Vaughn. Kim Kamanzi versus D Warrants. Rich Porter versus Goonchi. Doors open at 1 p.m. Battle start at 2 p.m. Security is enforced. Admission is $20. The Chicken Lady will be there cooking Milwaukee's best wings. Live DJ at Timbuktu, 520 East Center, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53212. Yo, who is the Chicken Lady?
I don't know.
Who is the lady with the chicken, bro? And what is the amount of chicken you have to be considered the Chicken Lady?
Maybe she do motherfucking dinners and drop-offs, man. That's all you need.
You got to be fire with the chicken to be the Chicken Lady. I might just be in the house for the Chicken Lady. Yo, I love me some good-ass chicken. I don't know. Make sure y'all there. Black Ice, man. Shout out to them. That's going to be a dope-ass event.
You gotta ask the whole Milwaukee group, who is the Chicken Lady?
Yes.
They gonna know.
Somebody knows who the Chicken Lady is. Yeah, we definitely got to fuck with the Chicken Lady. What other events was it?
I gotta pull it up.
I want to put in Fright Night, but I feel like it won't pop up if I just put Fright Night. Because I would
That's
actually.
tonight.
I know, but I'm saying like if I just type in Fright Night, because I would actually like to, give a shout out to the card.
Hold on. I'll pull it up.
So I can't find it. I don't want to waste my time looking for it, and I don't want there to be super dry spots on the show. Y'all just sitting here watching us go through our phone.
Nope, already got it.
Copy that. I was just talking long enough. Distracted y'all. Hey.
Go hard or go home /URL presents Fright Night.
Fright Night.
I think this is like the 5th, 6th one, something.
Okay, go over the card.
Nelly Nell versus Illa.
Beasley voice.
Shadow Sirius versus GA. King
Hey.
Kamazi versus Class.
Hey.
Kid Class. Steezy versus Fresh.
Hey.
Act Right versus YMH Stunner.
Hey.
Mr. NBA versus D Nice. Rico Smith versus Subway.
No, his name is not Subway, bro.
Subway, bro. He
That's-
did all the Jared jokes.
That's super trash.
Shastafa Q versus J Major. This is actually tonight, so I don't need to hit y'all with all the information because if you're not there now, you missed it already.
I see a lot of those battles being trash. But you know what? Some of those weak ass matchups, or they're not weak matchups. The matchups are good. They fit each other. But I feel like some of those battles that you expect to be lackluster end up being fire ass matches. Like watch that D Nice and fucking NBA just take off and shit. Surprisingly battle of the night. Like what the fuck?
That'd be fire.
Yeah, that would be fire. Let me get some of that drink. I'm about to go to work drunk. Look, I gotta go to work in a couple minutes. I might be drunk at work. All right. Sorry for anybody I hit with my forklift. Didn't mean to.
Yes, he did.
Did not.
Don't let him lie to you.
But yeah, so we got some battles coming up. Anybody else got any cards coming up? Or is that
Yes. Universal Bars.
All right.
They out in Peoria, Illinois. November 5th. Wait. Yep, November 5th. This is a Sunday, not a Saturday.
Pizza out of nowhere.
Illa versus Bars Major. No Sense versus Infrared. J Skills versus Kari Martel. LL Cool G and Bankhead versus Resco and Cashflow.
That's going to be fire.
Not sure if I said your name right. Sorry if I fucked it up. DP versus Granddaddy Perp. Body Bag versus Suave. Bobo versus G-Face.
Okay. G-Face is going to kill Bobo.
You've been talking like
Perp is going to win his battle. Bankhead and Coogee going to win their battle. And the rest, I don't really know how to call it because I don't know everybody. But wasn't there another dope-ass event coming up? I feel like there was. I feel like there's something fire coming up. And
I think it was...
Wait. The event that's coming, what is it, next month? On the 13th? It was like the same day as C-Hit has an event.
Oh, that's December 9th.
What is on that card? Can you pull that up?
Yes, I can. This is Jack City.
All right. While you're looking for that, I'll talk. C-Hit. You got an event coming up. You're about to start a league. And that's cool and all. But I feel like, man, it's too many leagues. I feel like it's too many leagues at this point.
In Milwaukee, everybody feels like that.
It's way too much. Oversaturated. I feel like there should be only like 2-3 leagues tops. Pardon me, that's my alarm to go to work. I feel like there should be like 2-3 leagues tops, and one of which should be Black Ice. So then the other two, I don't care what it is. I don't care if AOW merges with 2 other leagues and Go Hard or Go Home merges with the 2 other leagues.
All these leagues are merged. We all using the same battlers.
Everybody's using the same battlers, and there's like 75 niggas and 18 leagues, and it's just an event every week, and it's just weird and it's wild and it doesn't make sense, and it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not no offense to no fucking league owners, because everybody gonna get on here that's a league owner and get mad, and T-Lou might feel some way that I'm talking about Heat Rock, and Britain might feel like I'm talking about Say Mercy, and G-Face might feel like I'm talking about fire and rain, but that's not the case, man. I'm just saying it's just too much. I feel like it's oversaturating battle rap. We got guys that are on multiple cards, back to back to back to back, just like you, G-Face. You on three battles in like 3 weeks. It's oversaturating your craft and the culture as a whole. I feel like niggas need to just buckle down and work on the entertainment behind these battles. You know what I'm saying? Build up grudge matches, do vlogs, do shit that's gonna make you stand out. This shit is crazy, man. Merge these fucking leagues. This shit is crazy.
Speaking of niggas being on multiple cards, Illa for the.
There you go.
He battled tonight. He battles on the 5th. Mm-hmm. He's also on this one. Mm-hmm. This nigga always battle is life for him. Shout out to Illa, man. Battle is life, nigga. Battle rap is life. Illa versus Clean Paper. Zilla, not to be confused.
That card is gonna be super fire.
Versus B&B Mike G. G-Face versus Chris Kane. Killer B versus YMH Stunner. Rich Porter versus The Example. Teddy Chopping Grams versus Big Tay. Steezy versus J Roan. And PDX versus D Wiz.
Okay. Now, look at that card compared to other cards. That card is fucking fire. Like, those are the cards that we need in Milwaukee. We don't need
this is in Milwaukee.
Yeah, we need cards like that. Like, we can get one of those every other month. We'll be good. We don't need a battle every fucking week.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. It's too much, bro. It's making me lose my fucking... The feel, bro. The feeling is going away, man. The feel. The epic shit, like, it's fucking battle coming up, But now it's like, if I miss the battle this week, I'll go to the one next week. Same niggas gonna be on the card. Just mixed and matched. Same shit.
Kinda.
Same shit. Yep. With that being said, those are the events coming up. We'll be posting the flyers onto the Perfect Bet, onto the Overgrind Show page. Go to Facebook, and we'll be posting that shit on the timeline there. Make sure you like it, share it, all that shit, comment, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got any comments on that or any insight or anything that you got to ask, make sure you hit us up. We respond to the inboxes super fast. Let Facebook tell it. It says we're pretty speedy with the responses.
100% response rate.
Yeah, response rate is mad high. We only got a few minutes here, so anything else you want to plug?
Nah, nothing else to plug right now. Invest your money. Invest your money in something. Be smart. Make your money grow. Do we have a song you want to get into?
I don't.
What?
I don't. I mean, I could if you wanna go that route. We can.
'Cause I actually don't have a song. I don't know.
No, we could just.
No song I want to share with y'all.
Yeah, we can end it here. I mean, I got mad songs, but nah, I'd rather not.
No, you don't have anything.
I'd rather not this week. I gotta go to work. I gotta go make some extra money, man.
There's no such thing as extra money.
So with that being said, this is the motherfucking Overgrind Show, episode 39. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment below if there's anything you guys want us to add to the segments. If there's anything that you feel we talk about too much. We didn't touch on prostitutes today, so
that's next episode.
Next episode,
I actually have a topic about that.
We haven't talked about prostitutes in a while, so we got to come back to that. But
pussy popping prostitutes.
Yeah, so I feel like this was a great show. Hope you guys learned something about Milwaukee battle rap. But we out this motherfucker.
Yeah. Drink responsibly.